Hi, my name is Ben Cooper. I'm the founder and CEO of Amplify. And as a business that runs on EOS ourselves, we understand that one of the most important steps in anyone's EOS journey is connecting the dots between our scorecard measurables and our one-year goals. Our mission is to give every business running on EOS the peace of mind that they're on track to hit their goals sooner than they even thought was possible. We like to describe ourselves as a GPS for your business. So how does this look? When you schedule a call with us, we'll chat for 30 minutes or so and learn all about your business, your heart behind it, and where you're hoping to go in the next year. The next step is getting access to all your accounting data, VTO, and scorecard measurables so we can tell a financial story that aligns with your vision of the business. With this information, we build an ETA forecast, which is a baseline profit and loss, balance sheet, and cash flow projection that will tell us exactly when we can expect to reach our important revenue and profit goals, hence the ETA language. And here's the fun part. Since our ETA forecast is driven by assumptions from our scorecard, we are able to easily adjust our variable targets higher and lower to see customized better and worse growth scenarios. Additionally, we can model in decisions like changing our pricing, reducing our direct costs, hiring a new team member, or changing the timing of big CapEx decisions. This allows us to better understand what leads to hitting our goals sooner and how missing our performance targets will delay the results we care about. So we've set the destination and understand where we currently are, but how do we stay on track during the journey? Well, one important job of a GPS is to constantly recalibrate toward that end destination. This is where our monthly Map Rhythm Review meeting comes in, which stands for Measure, Adjust, Predict. We measure the actual results against our plan, adjust our model based on what we learn, and zoom out to predict how this impacts the ETA to our goals. This 1-2 punch of building out a custom plan and going along for the journey is what gives the clarity and peace of mind that you have the controls available to stay on track. Maybe you don't have a CFO in-house, or you're just experiencing the frustration of hitting your measurables but missing your end goals. Maybe you're just wanting a clearer picture of your cash flow and are tired of guessing how it's all going to shake out. We believe you have the freedom and permission to build the business you want, and our desire is to give you the clearest possible path between your scorecard measurables and your one-year goal. We would love to hear more about your specific business and how we can help put together a compelling ETA forecast and map rhythm that aligns with your VTO. Take a second and schedule a free 30-minute strategy call with us, and we can get that conversation started with no obligation to take any further steps. And if you're interested, feel free to stick around for a few more minutes to see my top 3 favorite features of the software tool we like to use for forecasting and modeling. Looking forward to talking soon. Hi, my name is Ben Cooper, and I'm excited to share with you the top 3 reasons why I love using Fathom for forecasting. Number 1, Fathom connects directly with your accounting software, whether you use QuickBooks or Xero or even a spreadsheet to manage your finances. Fathom connects right up against it, and every month when the books close out, you're able to automatically update your forecast right up against the actuals. If you look on my screen, you see the gray months are actually data that is coming from the accounting platform, and then the lighter columns here are the future months, the forecasted values that we have driven by something called drivers. So if you think of a forecast that normally you have a few knobs or levers that you want to pull or tweak, this is where you can make those adjustments and build your forecast in a way that is going to be adjusted every month automatically depending on when the books close out. 2, my favorite thing about Fathom in general is the roadmap. And in the roadmap here, we can list out our specific decisions that we want to plan out into the future. So what are the things that are keeping us awake at night? The important thing that we're able to do here is list them out kind of in a sequence, but we can drill into each specific decision. So think of each of these decisions as having an incoming and outgoing dollar component. So if we think about, okay, we're maybe considering hiring a new salesperson for our business, we can click into this salesperson section and we can see that there are wholesale revenue dollars coming in, and there are going to be outgoing commissions, wages and salaries, benefits, payroll taxes, those sorts of things. And what we can see is even within a single decision, we can see when we break even on a hire like a salesperson. So we're able to not just sequence out these decisions, but we can see the impact of these decisions across whatever metrics and thresholds that we want to have set. The thing I really love is that we might be thinking about hiring a salesperson in August, but what if we want to do that in April? How does that affect the numbers? So you can drag along a different timeline and see the impact. That leads us to number 3, the ability to create scenarios where, okay, yeah, this is great if we're just kind of following the trajectory that we are expecting to have happen for our business, but what if revenue is better, for instance, or what if revenue is worse? And what you'll see is we click into this in a better scenario, we can actually change the timing of these decisions if revenue is better, and it allows us to move more quickly on hiring folks, for instance. Or if revenue is worse, then we want to see that, okay, well, we might not be able to move forward as quickly on some of these decisions, but we're able to maybe still plan on taking these steps, but not quite as soon as we'd like. The neat thing is that we can click over to the report section and then view these different scenarios right up against each other. So we can start to compare the revenue, the profitability, the cash on hand that is available when we follow one of these different paths. So if you look at these different scenarios, the blue is basically, okay, here's what we expect to have happening from a revenue standpoint, but if revenue's higher or if revenue's lower, these are the things that we might be able to expect from a revenue, profit, cash on hand position. And there's plenty of customization that can happen around here. There's tons of things that you can look at, almost an overwhelming amount of information that you could be analyzing. Bonus thing here, one of the things that I really like as well is the ability to look at different KPIs and track a number of different things to make sure that your business is on track. You can pull from a number of things right off the shelf here in Fathom. There are a lot of kind of library of KPIs, but the neat thing is you can actually create your own custom KPIs that pull from even data coming in from Google Sheets. So if you want to track sales activity, for instance, or whatever it might be, you can also set different targets that you want to be tracking against. For all those reasons and many more, I believe Fathom is a fantastic tool for any business owner who's trying to figure out how their current decisions are either going to positively or negatively impact the future. Remember, you are not alone and you don't have to just keep guessing about the future. Keep fighting a good fight and forecast on purpose.